Hello and welcome everybody to another MachoorTV video. Today we're gonna talk about Ryu's best button in the game. This is the best normal, the best punch, kick, whatever you can all gathered all together. This will be the best one to use in Street Fighter 6. This is a game changer, guys. The moment that I've started using this, the moment that I've started implementing this in my gameplay, it immediately took me to the next level. And I'm sure, I guarantee you, if you implement this in your game style, in your game plan, this will take you to the next level as a Ryu player, no matter what level you are in. So without further ado, let's go to the training mode. So what are we actually talking about here? We are talking about Ryu's standing heavy punch. This button right here is definitely Ryu's best button in the game. And I will give you guys right now 5 reasons why this button is the best one. Alright, you might be thinking to yourself that okay, maybe standing crouching medium punch is better, or like standing medium punch is the best one, or some other people might be thinking that crouching medium kick is the best one, okay, because it has the longest range, because it can catch people who are walking back and all of that. However, there is a counter to that argument, the fact that this is not hit confirmable. So basically, if this is a hit, I cannot confirm it. I cannot react to it, in time and confirm it with either a Tatsu or like Drive Rush, for example, and then do a combo. All right. Back in Street Fighter 5, all of the Ryu players, they were using this. They were doing this. Okay, because this was confirmable in Street Fighter 5. Like you can actually like see whether the crouching mini kick hits or not. If it hits, you can confirm with a Tatsu. If it doesn't hit, you don't confirm it. Okay, that was a high level thing, but it was highly used throughout Street Fighter 5 and throughout like the high levels. Like this is actually like the technique that got Karen, the Street Fighter 5 character, to win a lot of the tournaments in that era. All right. So, however, in Street Fighter 6 it's different, because right now we cannot actually confirm this. No character can actually confirm crouching mini kick into Tatsu or into whatever. All right, they cannot know, they cannot react. There's not enough time to realize whether it's a hit or not, to confirm it with a special move or with Drive Rush. All right, either it's Ryu, Ken, whomever, it's not possible. However, heavy punch, it is possible. So what we are going to do right now, we're just gonna demonstrate this right now. We're gonna put block as random, and I'm gonna press heavy punch, okay, and see whether the opponent has blocked it. I am not going to Drive Rush. If the opponent gets hit with the standing heavy punch, I am going to Drive Rush. All right, so let's see how it is. I'll tell you from now on, I'm not gonna have 100% confirmation or 100% success rate, but it will still be a good success rate. See that? So it is actually definitely possible to do this and to confirm it on reaction. Of course, not everybody has the best reactions to do this. I am almost 30 years old, okay, so I know that there's an argument of like, older people cannot react to stuff. That is not true, okay? So if I can do it and you're like 20, you have no reason to not be able to do this, right? Or maybe you're 18 or something. So you must have superior reactions, so you are definitely gonna do this in a better way. So this is like something that's very, very viable, or very, very valuable, for one main reason. See, the reason why this is so valuable is the fact that Ryu as a character, I know that Ryu always, people, they say that he has insane damage and all that. Actually, he has good damage when he is using heavy punches, heavy kicks. So if he's starting the combo with like a heavy button, yes, the damage is gonna be good. But if he's starting from like medium lights and stuff like that, it's not gonna be good compared to the rest of the cast, or compared to the other Shotos. However, if you start with, as I said, like if you start with a heavy punch like this, the damage is gonna be good, right? And on top of this, when you are doing any combo or anything in neutral that requires you to drive rush with a button, you're spending 3 bars. You're spending 3 bars of your drive meter, right? So this is very expensive. This is a very expensive, you know, risk that you want to take. So when you're doing this, this is a risk. This is like, you know, a gamble. You're gambling with your drive gauge because you don't really know whether it's gonna hit, whether it's not gonna hit, right? So but however, with this one, you can tell. You can tell. So this way, you can save up your bar, you can save up your drive meter or drive gauge, and only use it when this is when this actually hits. So you can realize that, oh, now it actually hits. Now let me just confirm it. So this is a very good thing. So it helps you with meter management, greatly. It helps with like also damage and Oki, because if you are doing combos, if you end the combo with like Tatsu or something, you can get like very good Oki from this. Especially if, or maybe you want the corner carry, you can do like, medium Tatsu and then get the Oki. Or if you wanna like end it with super, sure, you can, whatever. It is extremely easy. Alright, it's extremely easy to do this. People who have been people who play Street Fighter 5 at a higher level and were confirming crouching mini kick into Tatsu on reaction, okay, they will find this to be a walk in the park. This is like the window here is much bigger than there. The window here is much more forgiving. You can literally see, you can confirm it very late. Sometimes when you confirm it, when you do this, you might have like slow reactions for once or something like that, and you do it very late and it still connects. You'll be like, wow, that was like, it took really long time. Like, I don't know if I can look at this. Like, you see that this was really late. This was a really late confirmation. However, I still got the combo, and I still, got a very good damaging combo with like very good Oki afterwards. So this is like the first point, the point that this button is confirmable, and it is the main one to use in neutral. Yes, there are other buttons that are confirmable, which is like this one, for example, but this one is slow, and this one is, you don't get a very good conversion of it. You don't do like you cannot do drive rush from it. All right, you can only do like your Statsu, and then in the corner, yes, you'll get like a Shoryuken, like this, maybe level 3 afterwards. But in neutral, what are you gonna do other than drive, other than get a Denjin charge, right? So it's not that useful unless you're in the corner. But the main button that changes your game style, your game plan, and gives you more options in neutral is landing heavy punch. Absolutely, for damn sure. This button will definitely change the way that you play Ryu. If you guys watch Punk, he plays a lot of characters, right? I believe he in the last phase, he took all the characters to 2000 MR. Alright, and he likes Ryu, and he plays Ryu from time to time. If you guys watch him play Ryu, you will see that he is abusing this button. This is his main button in neutral, and he got to more than 2000 MR by just like using this mainly. Of course, he's doing other stuff, but this is like his go-to tool when he's playing Ryu. And it's true, like, the more you play Ryu with this, you realize, oh, this is a game changer. How come I was not doing it, right? So there's a caveat when we talk about a confirmable button. I don't want to get very technical when it comes to like PC hardware or like monitors or all of that. Of course, if you are playing on a TV, like a big TV, like an LCD TV, and you're playing on a PS4, okay, you will find this very hard to do or almost impossible. The reason being is that you are running at 60 Hertz, okay, refresh rate, and on top of this, you are having a lot of input delay from your TV, right? So in this case, when you're doing this, you're actually reliant on what the screen actually shows you. So you are actually reacting to what the screen actually shows you. So if the screen refreshes slowly, if the screen has a lot of input delay, right, you're gonna miss the window. You're gonna miss the window of being able to confirm this. However, if you are playing in a PC, all right, which has very good input delay compared to like PS4, I think it's It's the best one, I believe. I'm not really sure. I'll confirm that to you guys. But however, the PC is like a lot of people, they play PC because it has like amazing input you know, latency, and also on top of this you have VRR, which is variable refresh rate on your monitor, and you're playing like at 144 hertz, you know, monitor, or 120 hertz, or even 240 hertz. You will find this very possible to do. Okay, you'll find this easier to do and very possible to do because you're eliminating the speed of the monitor aspect of it, right? It's all about you and your reactions. But if you're playing on an old TV or you're playing on an LCD TV, that TV has input delay, all right, and it has a slow refresh rate, even if it is 120 hertz refresh, you know, TV, but it doesn't have like amazing input delay. You will see that or input you know, latency. You'll see that this is, you know, going to be difficult to do. But if you have if you're playing on PS5 for example, and you have VRR on and you're playing on a monitor that has 144 hertz or something, this is definitely possible. If you're playing on a PS4, tough luck. You can try it. If it works, it works, but I don't think it will. I don't think it will. All right, because this is not like this is not a combo. This is not like, you know, you're just memorizing the timing of a combo. Yes, you can adjust yourself to the speed of that slow TV and memorize the combos with that slow speed, right? But that'll also mess you up when you're going to a tournament and you're playing in a faster monitor and all of that. Some of you guys know all of this, right? But I'm just, you know, fully explaining how maybe you are in that situation. Maybe you're playing on a TV, maybe you're playing without variable refresh rate, maybe you're playing in on a 60 hertz monitor, and you're trying this. You'll be like, this is very impossible to do. It's because the hardware that you have is not allowing you to confirm things. All right, so this is just to get this point out of the way. However, it is very possible if you have the right hardware. You don't even have to have, you know, amazing hardware. Like 144 hertz monitors are like everywhere right now, and even if you have like a Steam Deck or like you just connected to that monitor, or like, you know, a laptop or whatever, anything will really work very well, and you'll be able to do this consistently. Okay, so the second point why this is actually a very good, you know, button for Ryu is the fact that it chips drive gauge. Look at this, right? You guys have seen this, right? Let me just put it as block O and put the drive meter as, you know, not refillable, but make it standard, right? Look at this. Just because he blocked it twice, he lost a full bar of his drive gauge. A full bar, right? So if you want to chip somebody out, even if you're doing it and he's blocking it, you are still in a good place. You are still, you know, taking some kind of advantage. Yes, you are -2 on block, as you guys can see over here, but it is safe. It's not punishable. It's not -4. If it is -4, then yes, it's a different story because it will be punishable by light punches. Okay, but this is safe on block. And on top of this, while it's being blocked, you are chipping away, you know, drive meter like this. Look at this. Like, you can just like walk forward, and now he's in like almost a burnout, right? So this is a very good thing to do. It's you're just bullying your opponent with this, and you know, it's amazing, because if you're doing this and you're blocking, and then you're just doing this, you know, like that, you just block it, because remember that this is a standing move, right? So you don't want to be like walking back and forth in front of your opponent like this and then pressing it like this. This is like a little bit risky. You can do that, but it's a little bit risky because you might get hit with like a crouching mini kick or something. But you know, if I'm gonna use standing heavy punch, I will block afterwards and then maybe try it again, see if it's gonna hit or not, right? Maybe you get like a counter hit or something. One more thing that you guys need to know is that yes, right now over here, when I confirmed it like cleanly, without any counter, without any punish counter. If this is a counter hit, if the opponent presses something, you know, while you can hit him with this, you will have an extra window of confirming this. You'll have extra frames, a bigger window to confirm the standing heavy punch to drive rush and get the combo. So you know, the window for without any counter hit, or without any counter, you know, it will be smaller, but it's still a good window. With counter hit, it will be bigger, and the biggest window, of course, is with punish counter, right? If the opponent presses a button and then it whiffs, and you hit them with this, it's a whiff punish. You will get a much bigger, you know, window to confirm. This will be much easier. So yeah, so these are 2 points that actually just make this, these 2 points alone just make this button absolutely amazing. Another point, the third point, is the fact that this button is so versatile. What I'm trying to say is that, you know, you can confirm it with a drive rush combo like this, or let's say that, okay, maybe I have like 2 bars of drive meter, maybe I have 2 bars and a half. If I confirm it with a drive rush, I'm gonna go in burnout. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna confirm it with a Tatsu, right? And this is confirmable. I'm not doing it like, you know, just preemptively. You guys can see that it takes time for me to actually like input the Tatsu, because I'm seeing whether it's a hit or it's not a hit, or it's not a hit, right? So if it's a hit, I'm gonna input a Tatsu. If it's not a hit, I will not gonna input the Tatsu. You can also buffer the button, like you can do it something like this. You can just buffer it. Like buffering is basically like you are doing the input of the special move after you press the heavy punch, but you are not pressing the button, whether it's a kick or a punch, afterwards to activate the special move, unless it's a hit, right? If it's not a hit, you're not going to press the button, the special move is not going to come out. If it's a hit, you're going to press the special button, and it's gonna, or the punch or the kick button, special move is gonna come out, right? So you can just like, you know, buffer this, and if you want to be saucy, you can do supers with it, right? You can confirm it with supers. This is actually something that's very viable, and high level Ryu players, they do this. What I'm seeing is that mostly in a burnout, because they wanna, the supers, they have a lot of cinematics and all that, so they wanna utilize that time while the cinematics are going on, so then they can gain back their drive meter during burnout, right? So this is like very versatile. You can drive rush with it, you can confirm it with a special move, Shoryuken, Tatsu, you know, Hashogeki, Donkey, you name it, all right? And on top of this, you can confirm it with supers. So let's say that you don't have drive meter, right? And you want to do level 1, you can do that. You don't have, you know, let's say that you are doing this in burnout. Let's say you're doing this in burnout, and somebody tries to drive impact you. You can cancel it into super and break the drive impact, right? It's something that's hard to do, but it's possible. Okay, I still don't have that in my game plan, but I see people who are doing this, and it works really well. Not only with Ryu, but also Ken has the same properties when it comes to standing heavy punch. And on top of this, to add to the versatility, you know, point, the fact that you can drive impact with this. So in any case, you are just like fishing for a hit like this, right? And you see that the opponent, you know, he gets frustrated, and then he drives impact you. You can drive impact him back. This is cancelable with drive impact. You can just do it and get it done. It's so good. It does everything that you want from a button. The fourth point is the fact that this button actually causes a stand-up. So for example, even if your opponent is crouching, like for here, let's say the opponent, the dummy is crouching like here. You see that he's standing up, right? So in case that I use crouching medium kick like this, I can't use heavy punch. I can't use heavy kick like this, okay, to get like a big opening, right? To get like a big combo out of this, right? Because it will miss. So I have to use standing heavy punch and use a combo like this. But if I'm going, this is 2230. But let's compare right now to a combo starting with a standing heavy punch. You see that it's already doing like more than 700 points. I think 710 points. Okay, so this causes stand up, and it gives you the ability to confirm it with like, you know, or continue the combo with like drive rush heavy kick. like this. So there's no thinking about it. If you do this, you have to think about whether the opponent is standing, or sometimes when you do this, you have to think about whether the opponent is standing, because if you do this, it's gonna whiff. If he's not standing, you're gonna have to use any punch, right, to get them to stand and then continue the combo. So if you start the combo, or if you do the drive rush combo with this, you are gonna get them to stand, which opens up more options for your combo afterwards, and it also gives you less decision making while you're doing the combo. You don't have to think too much about which combo to use, right? So it's very straightforward. It's very good. It's very consistent. It will always have the opponent standing up. You don't have to think. You don't have to react. Oh, the opponent's crouching. The opponent is standing. Which follow up should I do? Right. So this is a very good point when it comes to this button. So the fifth point when it comes to this amazing button is the fact that it does not have a lot of pushback. Right, so if you do this, look at that. Let me just show you guys something. I can do it 5 times if I'm in front of him like this. I can do it 5 times until I am outside of his range, right? And he just lost like 2 parts and a half of drive gauge. So this is absolutely great, because you don't want to get like pushback like so much when you're fishing for something like this. Or you can just like do it, walk forward a little bit, micro walk. Now you're still in the range of the opponent, or you're in the range of this button, which is really good, because you want to be fishing for this. You're gonna use this like multiple times. Of course, you're not gonna mash it. It should not be mashing it. You can go ahead, try it. Okay, depends on your opponent. However, you should not be mashing this button, but there should be some kind of a few frames gap in between, right? So also, like in case that you are using it from here, from like max range, look at this. You're putting yourself a good space between you and him. So if he tries to press anything like a medium punch or something, and then you just like do it again, it's gonna whiff punish that. Whether it's deliberately or not, whether you're reacting to that or not, it will still whiff punish that, whatever that he presses. And on top of this is that, of course, as we said, if you whiff punish something, it's a punish counter, so the window is bigger. So it makes the whole point of this button even easier, right? So it's absolutely great, and I would sometimes use it after a light fireball or something, especially if the light fireball actually hits, because the opponent knows that fireballs, they don't have any kind of follow up. So if I do this, right, they're not gonna they know that there's no combo afterwards, right? So they try to take their turn. So sometimes what I'll do is I'll do this like this, and so whatever they hit afterwards, this is gonna catch them. This is gonna whiff punish it, or it's gonna be a counter hit or something, and I'm gonna confirm it and do this, so, and do the combo. So these are like the points of this button that makes it really good. It's, as we said, it's safe on block, so you don't really have to worry about getting punished. There is no punish for this. It's -2 on block. So it will definitely help you a lot. The only thing that you have to worry about when you're using this is the fact that it is a 10 frame startup. Okay, it's a 10 frame startup, so it's on the slower side of buttons. It's not very slow, but it is on the slower side of buttons. Of course, as we know, the fastest is 4 frames, which is a light punch. If it was medium punch or something that is confirmable, it would have been 6 frames, which would be like really good. Some characters, they have medium punches that are confirmable, like Chun-Li. I believe her forward medium punch is 7 frames, I think so. Some other characters also have similar things like this, but Ryu has a standing heavy punch, which is good. It still has good range. Okay, still has good range. It doesn't have the best range ever, but it still is a good range to be using for this kind of a button, right? 10 frames is not great, but serviceable, right? Another thing that you have to worry about, or you have to be careful about when you're using this, is whiffing it. You don't want to whiff this right in front of the opponent's face, especially if you are playing in a high level situation, or you're playing versus a high level player. And let's say that he whiffs this like this, you can easily just whiff punish them and get a combo, or even you can use heavy punch also on them like that. You don't want to whiff punish it. You don't want to learn the correct, you know, spacing for this. Let me just show you guys what is the correct spacing. So if you put him just over here, so this is like you know, like you see that it's almost like one box, but it is a little bit shorter, like half a box. You could say half a box or something, or a little bit you know, shorter than half a box. This will definitely hit. So you have to be careful about where you use it, because you don't want to whiff it, because you can get whiff punished, whether it's deliberately, whether it's not, because you know, if you're playing versus somebody like Ken, for example, they're always fishing for that crouching minion kick, right? Confirm. It's not a confirm, but they're just trying to, like, you know, drive rush afterwards. So you don't want to get caught using something like this and you get whiff punished. So make sure that you use it in the correct range and feel the timing. Feel the timing for it. So don't mash it. I would suggest that you fish for the hit, but you don't mash it. You just do it, you know, you delay, you know, every standing heavy punch, just delay by a few frames in between, right? So then you can catch something that the opponent is trying to press. So that's the whole point of it. You're confirming, you are utilizing your valuable meter, your drive gauge meter, your valuable super meter. If you don't want to use drive meter, you can just confirm with a special move and get Oki and, you know, be done with it, or even a super. So it's absolutely great. I guarantee you guys, if you learn this, how do you practice this? Just go to block, okay, set it as random. You see that? Set it as random. You know, if it's a hit, I suggest like use headphones, keep the sound on, so then you can hear, because there are sound cues for, like, you know, when the opponent is getting hit or he's blocking, there are different sound effects. So and that actually helps you a lot. So look at it, you know. Some people they look at the health bar to see whether it's a hit or not. Some people do that. I don't usually do it. I used to do that. I used to do the stun bar in Street Fighter 5. That used to help me a lot. But now there's no stun bar, so you have to do it this way. But it's still very easy to do. Okay, the more you practice this, the better you will get at it. I highly suggest, guys, I cannot emphasize this enough, you need to have this in your arsenal. If you are a Ryu player, you have to use this tool, right? Practice it every single day. Even in training, if you are not having 100% success rate, you will see that you are in a match, you have a better success rate, because you're not gonna be doing it like 1,000 times in a match, right? So the 3-4 times that you're gonna do it, you're gonna be completely focused on the confirm, and you're gonna see whether it's a hit or not, and you're gonna do it. Even if you miss it once, it's fine. Just the more that you keep on doing it, the more that you focus on it, and the more it will be useful and more consistent for you. So you guys, if you found this helpful, please leave a like down below, comment down below what you guys want to see in the channel next up. And yeah, and for me, this actually really helped me a lot, and I'm pretty sure that it will help you. Let me know, guys, you know, if this, you know, actually does help your game plan. I'm 100% sure, I'm convinced, but you guys still let me know how it goes after you try it for a couple of days. So that will be it for today, guys. I will see you in the next video. Take care.